Absolutely.
Welcome, Brave Hearts. This is the DoD Debbie Health and Healing Show, and I'm Debbie. So today I have Steve joining me.
Get on.
And so it's been whirlwind of a month, right?
Oh yeah, busy month.
Yeah. So last month, in the middle of May, we hosted Dr. Wolfe for the Whole Life Coach, and then you get that day off, and that doesn't seem to apply to us though. We always have something to do. And then Dr. Sage Wolfe came in and he taught the Wolfe Non-Surgical. And it was just busy times, but great times. Teaching a lot of students, a lot of people that came in and wanted to learn how to heal themselves. And so it was an amazing class. This is the third time. Can you imagine? 3 times here in Stuart, Florida that we posted. And each time it gets better and better. We have a lot of great people that came in and learned so much, in the Whole Life Coach, so much about how and what happens to the body, what happens to the mind, the emotional, the physical. And then the second class follows up by teaching you how to do the Wolfe Non-Surgical, using the cell sonic regeneration and, just helping get rid of these issues that have developed through the years because we have been taught all the wrong things to do, eat, drink, and think. And so today I brought Steve on because he's been following Dr. Wolfe for a while, since when?
Oh, 2019. At least.
Yeah. So he's on top of things. He's done a lot of self-healing. But he did want to take the class, and guess who finally took the class?
Finally took it, yes.
So he did both. He did the Whole Life Coach. He did the Wolfe Non-Surgical. And so tell us a little bit. Well, first, let's talk about why, what happened, why you waited for so long. Why do you think you waited for so long?
Time's got to be right, I guess. I don't know. Wish I would have took it sooner, but everything works out for a reason, its own way.
Yeah.
Good times, good courses, learned a lot. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of people change and heal themselves and change their mindset, and that's a good thing. I've already kind of been there for a while, but you never too old to learn more. So
yeah, you just keep learning, and the whole thing is keep learning. I still learn every day. Yeah. A lot of good people in the class. There was one that she came in for the Whole Life, and she went into the Wolfe Non-Surgical, and I thought she'd have a hard time because she had a couple of things, issues with her body. And she was a trooper, man. She pulled through, and she was there with a smile on her face when she left, and she was ready to go apply everything.
Change her life around.
Yeah, she's going to change her life, and she'll do it. She has a mindset. And so
a lot of healing when she was there.
A lot of changing. She had an issue with her hip. And so, it's just all the lies that have been told to us through all these years. You go to the doctors and, they tell you have this condition, and when all it boils down to is that you have inflammation. Yeah. And if we can change what we're drinking, eating, and thinking, you can change your life around to,
get where you want to be.
Right.
That's for sure. No sense of suffering, just take action now. You got something that got an issue and you need to take care of it. Start with what you're putting in your mouth, for sure.
So you've been there, and you had to change things, and he's done remarkable.
Oh.
He had thermography this past time when Sage was here, and Sage was
January
very impressed with your thermography reading about his whole body and how it was functioning, because the thermography test gives out every point from the sinuses, the teeth, the chest, the intestines, everything. It checks on everything. Yeah. And you're running pretty good, right?
Yes, feeling good, running good. Knowing it. I felt it, but it's good to have that peace of mind knowing that I'm actually doing good. All the hard work I put in is paying off, and that's very important. Yeah.
So what do you think you got out of these classes? I put him on the spot. That was good.
I got a lot. I did. I really did. I mean, I've learned how to, stuff I've already been practicing. It helps refresh and to get back into loving yourself more and just understanding more about it. Being with Daryl and his course, and been watching him work with other people, and even when you see him working with other people, and you think, oh, that's their condition, but everything he says kind of falls back to all of us. All of us have a piece of that in us. Maybe that's not our main issue, but there's always a piece of that in us that needs fixed as well. So. Very good, very good.
And you learned that.
Oh, yeah.
What was, I mean, the one thing that I learned, which was the hardest for me, was that the mental creates the physical.
Yes.
But when you actually see people coming in with certain things and you watch Dr. Wolfe work, and it just took me a little bit, and then I was like, wow, the mental does create the physical.
It opens your eyes up to really everybody. I mean, it's just, you hear it, you practice it and all that good stuff, but when you see it firsthand like that, yeah, it's amazing. It really is. And it opens your eyes up to people around you, the programs they're running, and the main thing is don't let their programs ruin you and change your program. Stick with your program and don't let them interfere you. They're having a bad day, don't let them make you have a bad day.
Right. Mind your own business.
Mind your own business. Absolutely.
Mind your own business.
And be aware they're having a bad day. Feel for them. Don't push against them and fight with them. Just let them vent, do their thing, and just stay out of the way. That's all. Just mind your own business. That's all.
So, and how were those elbows in that non-surgical class?
Oh, they were sore. They were sore. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of work, huh?
Yeah, a lot of work. Feeling good though. Feeling good now.
Giving 2 treatments a day, getting 2 treatments a day.
Yeah. Doing
the whole body. So he's been
and finding out about all the emotions trapped in all the tissues and organs that we've got. Doing the Wolfe Non-Surgical, really, really, really opens your eyes to what you've got stored in your body and you don't even know it. I mean, you have no idea until you start getting the work done. You start releasing these emotions and feelings you didn't even know you had anymore. And it's very therapeutical. It works. Yeah, it works nice.
Yeah. So he's been working on me for a while, and then he now is officially certified, and he is living in the St. Pete area. So
yes.
He's going to be doing perfect day consults
and Wolfe
Non-Surgical. So if you're out there anywhere in the St. Pete area, which is by Tampa, if anybody doesn't know,
the Bay Area, yeah, give me a call at 727-521-1479.
Yeah,
and if I don't pick up, just leave a message and I'll get back to you.
Yeah, so it's exciting. He already has, it's interesting because even my client today, he came down from Tampa, and so he already met him. And I said, hey, when you need a treatment, and I'm still coming back to you. I said, that's fine, but when you need something that needs to be taken care of right away, you got Steve right there, and he'll do it. And yeah, it's just the way it works. Everybody helps everybody heal. Yeah, I have a couple people from Tampa that are going to be seeing you. So it's
I've got people waiting on me when I get back to give them treatments. They knew I was coming down to get certified. They know what I've been doing, so they're waiting for me to come back to give them treatments.
Yeah, he's going to be busy. I can't wait. This is going to be. He's going to see. It's wonderful. It's just wonderful where you watch people and you help them heal, and they just come into your clinic with just a frown, and then they leave with this big smile on their face. So
and feeling better. A body ache, your shoulders giving out, or your back's giving out, or your knee. And you think, what else is left to do besides go get cut? No, don't get cut. Come see one of us, and any of us in the DOD, and get yourself fixed. Yeah, that's it. A couple treatments, depends on how bad your situation is. You feel relief on the first treatment, for sure, no doubt about that. And then you'd be on your way to bounce around like spring chicken again,
But we also teach you. I know I always teach my clients, what they should be eating and what they shouldn't be eating, because if they don't change, some things around with their diet and thought process, it just comes back. It came to you. The body is telling you, and I hear this I'll say I hear this probably twice a week. I heard it this morning. I had a client, and she, was driven by one of her friends. And so her friend says, well, I've been eating it all my life. I'm like, yeah, but it's time that your body says that's enough. And that's why you develop these symptoms. It's finally saying it just can't do what it used to do. The liver can't detoxify. The organs just don't work the way they used to. And if you don't detox and clean up the whole body,
Food's not what it used to be.
Right. Definitely food is not what it used to be. So, we're not getting in the minerals. We're not just, taking in all these things. So, but, as we age, you want to listen to your body. And when it's yelling at you or screaming at you, it's telling you you're doing something wrong. So that's when you have to find out what is it that you're doing wrong. And so, the other part I wanted to talk about was,
Don't block the pain.
yeah, definitely don't block the pain with medication, because that's not, going to ever get rid of it. And the rest of your body's going to be all inflamed by the time you turn around. But, so I was going to talk about the end where we had Dr. Sagewolf here too.
Yes.
And he was doing treatments before the class and even up to his class, and then 5 days after his class. And he was busy every day. And yeah, we were all wanting a break. It was like, but it was a great time. It was busy. A lot of people came in. The other one that I heard is, oh, well, I'm healthy. And then, yeah.
Compared to their friends, they probably are.
Well, yeah, sometimes, but they're carrying around that extra 40 pounds of waste on their waist. And yeah, and they think they're healthy. And so people have to open up their eyes, because we strive every day to get healthy, and we don't think that we're there yet. We still work every day to do what needs to be done to continue healing our body and trying to keep it into, a healthy, healthiness, that we don't have any pains. But yeah, it's a struggle. You get out in the real world and everybody's eating all this stuff, and every corner has every food that you're not supposed to eat. But where is the food that we're supposed to eat?
Bring it with you. There's some people who come here that brought their own juice and bring their own food, because they know they want to eat that, and they're sticking with their program. They're not letting the influence of the outside world change what their goal is, and that's to stay healthy.
Right.
You can't find good fresh food, bring it with you. It's always an option. We do. Whenever we go somewhere, we travel with our own stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, so we're here. We're winding down from a month of busy. It was an understatement.
Interesting people.
Yeah, a lot of interesting, a lot of fun. I'm just glad that, and it was quite a large class too. So that's even, good, as far as, that many more people are actually educated a little bit more about what it is that they need to do to really get that healing, and get their healing done,
yes.
Heal themselves. And yeah, so we had, I think, almost 20 people in the non-surgical too. So hopefully they'll go back and start doing, working, and more practitioners will be out there, because it's going to get busy, and people are waking up with the systems that we have. And it's like Doc says, there needs to be someone in every family that knows how to do this. And so if you wait, don't wait too long.
Yeah, don't wait too long.
Because, the times have to be right. But if you look back, you would have done it earlier.
Yes, I would have. Yes, I would have. I would have been so much, I got family members and friends the same way. They need to be educated on how to take care of themselves, and what true healing actually is.
Yeah.
And eating as well.
Yeah. But
in the mind, they got to change a lot too.
Yeah.
Like we all do. It's nonstop. You're always growing. You're always getting better, new things.
But you can't change people's mind. They have to be awake enough, or really. And so, I always just kind of throw it out there a little bit. And if they don't respond, if I throw that fishing line out and I can't reel them in a little bit, I just let it go, because they're not ready yet. So don't try to make people ready that aren't ready.
Yeah, you plant seeds in sand, sooner or later it gets watered, but that's up to them.
Yep. But that's what we're talking about. It was funny, because literally we finished up Tuesday evening, and then yesterday I just was exhausted. And last night I said, I think I have a show today, right?
Yes.
So I was like, oh, what am I going to do this show on? So we're talking about the class. Don't wait. Just jump on it. He'll tell you, don't wait, right?
Yeah,
just make it happen. Life is always going to be in your way. And, he had to, do what he needed to do this time. And, he could have done it last year, right?
Well, timing wasn't right, taking off work.
Yeah.
Work, so.
But,
It worked.
just make it happen, guys, because the sooner you get it done, the sooner you get the certification, the sooner you learn how to heal yourself and mentally and physically, and things are a wonderful thing. But so I am Debbie, and I'm here in Stuart, Florida, and the name of my clinic is Stuart Health and Healing. And we had an addition. Well, what was our addition? Come on. What do we strive for in the middle of all this craziness? The med bed.
Oh, yes, we do. Med bed. Oh, yes. More wonderful healing there, the med bed.
Yeah.
Yes. Rebuild your cardio system and so much more. It just,
So
it's amazing.
that came in the middle of all this.
Yeah, in the middle of the class.
And so it was, you had to get the electrical run where it was going to be put. So it was just even more. And he's been using it, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so I have another person who's been on it. He's had like 11 treatments, diagnosed with high blood pressure and Rob.
Yep.
Yeah. So his blood pressure went down like immediately. So he's on his, I think he's having his 12th treatment today. So he'll be here in a little while. And he's really committed to it, having a great time. It's just, it changed his thought process, got rid of his brain fog. He comes back, ready. Let's do it again. He's here every day almost, except for the days that he has to take off. But so we have the med bed here at the clinic. We got the cell-sonic rejuvenation. We have vitamin D light, a Biotron. We have everything.
Oh,
Yeah, a complete clinic here. So, I just, so this was, starting off now that Dr. Sage is gone, starting off with my own clients again. And we're doing, even today had, one of the ladies, she got her knees done, and, she's like, I got to try the med bed. So she went on for just a half hour, cause she's a little bit older. And so she went on for about a half hour. So it's been great. She's, I've been on it. You've been on it.
I've been on it quite a few times.
Yeah. So we're just working.
It doesn't matter your age either. You can get on it no matter what your age is. Just start off slow and slowly build up. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so again, we're here in Stuart, Florida, and Stuart Health and Healing is the name of mine and Tina's clinic. And you can check out our website at stuarthealthandhealing.com. And you can reach me at 305-342-9559. And you want to finish off?
Yeah, I'm Steve, and you can reach me at, once again, at 727-521-1479 in the Tampa, St. Pete area. Tampa, St. Pete area. If you're up in that area, give me a call, and we'll get you in for an appointment. See what we can do.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
I love it.
Anyway, Bravehearts, it's great to see you. I'll be back now again. I know I haven't been out there for a while, but I'll be back. You'll be seeing me around again. So now that the things have calmed down or calming down, but we hope you're enjoying life and living a healthy one. And we'll see you later. 3, 2, 1, Bravehearts. We got this.
Got it.